Hello guys and welcome. Today is truly the jolliest day of Moodeng Fruit. I'm going to show Kirito Vito and how to get him. He's probably going to be one of my favorite swords since he requires the first versions before obtaining. So what are we waiting for? Let's get into the video. First you'll have to obtain 2 of these swords so you could obtain Kirito V2. But let's get the items first before getting them next. So this is going to be the items that you'll need for Kirito. I believe that he's going to be a limited sword because of gift and Santa hat. The first items that we will get is gift and Santa hat, which drops from the new Santa boss at the new Christmas Island, with the gift having a chance of 50% and Santa hat with 10%. The Santa drops are actually pretty easy to get, since their drop rates are pretty high. The final 2 items is going to be Black Hair and Rose. Black Hair and Rose drops from Kirito boss at the Marine Island, with Black Hair having a drop chance of 50% and Rose having 5%. Now that we have all of the items, let's get to the first versions of the sword. This is where you'll be able to find the NPC for the swords. They're both in the cafe at the Cafe Island. If you already have the swords, you can skip this part of the video and head to the showcase. For the Dark Repulse, you will need these items, which is quite challenging, since Crystal and Yellow Hair are quite hard to get. To get Crystal and Yellow Hair, you'll need to kill the boss at the Cafe Island named Yuju. After killing him, you'll obtain Crystal with a chance of 2% and Yellow Hair having 10%. I can tell that Crystal is pretty hard to obtain since even 10x struggled to get the Crystal lol. After getting Crystal and Yellow Hair, you'll need to get Blue Orb that drops from Dark Gojo with a chance of 40%. It is recommended to get this first since it's literally the easiest one. For the next sword, you will need these items, which is easier since you already know how to get Crystal and Rose. The only problem left is Hatsukuna. For the first item that you'll need is called Orb Dark. Don't be mistaken with Orb Shadow, since Orb Dark is easier to get. Orb Dark can be obtained by killing Asta. He spawns at the Hoshi Island that has a drop chance of 50%.
Start, buzz, stream.
For the next item that you'll need for Elucidator is called Hatsukuna. Hatsukuna drops from the boss in the boss island named Sukuna. Hatsukuna has a drop chance of 10%. Santa hat, and this item has the same drop chance, which makes it a bit more troublesome. Now that we obtained everything, let's get into the showcase. For our first skill, this skill is a transform skill just like Guts. It will buff your HP, but instead of eating it like Guts, it just won't and just buff your HP. The next skill is X skill. X skill is a barrage of slashes that damages the enemies inside of it continuously. It is also immovable and an area of effect skill, which makes it great.
Start, buzz, stream.
The next skill is C skill. C skill is a ranged type attack that sends a slash to the enemies in front of you. V skill is a ranged area of effect type of skill. V skill is a ranged attack that continuously shreds the enemy on its way. For the final skill, B skill. B skill is area of effect type of skill that continuously damages the enemies in its range. It also works just like X skill, but with the ice VFX instead of slashes. This is where the video ends. This update is truly awesome, and there are some more features that I haven't covered, like the set spawns. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to leave a like. See y'all.